Hey guys, and welcome to the video. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Sarah. So happy to have you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today I want to try to make this as quick as possible because this really shouldn't be a long video given what it is, but I basically am going to be showing you guys my updated eyebrow routine because the last time I posted an eyebrow routine was like over a year ago now, and I don't do my eyebrows like that anymore. As of my last eyebrow routine, I was a slave to the Anastasia dip brow, and I was going for that Instagram brow. Not that I was actually succeeding at getting the Instagram brow, but I was doing my very best. But as of lately, I have been using brow pencils and just kind of trying to go for a more natural, like kind of thick bushy brow kind of look. And I mean, this is just the best I can do, if I'm being honest. My eyebrows, I kind of hate them. And they're never perfect. They're literally, you know, when people say, oh, they're sisters, not twins. Mine aren't even friends. Like, they never want to look the same. I cannot explain it to you. They don't even grow the same. So we just do what we can. We try to even them out the best we can. And I figured if there's any point in the future where I'm like, refer to my brow routine video, then maybe there should be one. So that's what we're doing today. Welcome to my caterpillar brows, up close and personal. You guys have already seen my eyebrows without any product on them before, so hopefully it's not any big shocker, but they are not perfect. They're okay, but there's definitely some work that needs to be done. Over the past little while, I have definitely been preferring to use a brow pencil. For the longest time, as of my last brow routine video, I was like hardcore into the Anastasia dip brow, but that has just been a little bit too like extra brow for me lately, and I've been trying to do a bit more of a natural kind of thing. They definitely don't look natural. Like, obviously when I'm done they look like I filled them in, but they look more natural than they did when I filled them in with the dip brow, because it was just like perfect lines. Well, it definitely wasn't perfect, but you guys know what I mean. So I've been going between 3 different brow pencils. I really love the It Cosmetics Brow Power. I also have been using the Shop Miss A AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil, and then I have been using as well the MAC Brow Pencil. This one I think is pretty much finished, so we can just discard that from the grouping of what I'm currently using. So I am going to use the It Cosmetics Brow Power today because that one is my current fave. So the brow power actually only comes in one shade, which is Universal Taupe, and a lot of you are probably like, girl, you can't do universal when it comes to brows, but I find this actually works really well because if you press super light you get more like blondish strokes, and then if you press super hard you get like darker strokes. So this is very similar in shape to like an Anastasia brow definer. It's a lot thicker of a tip, and at first I was kind of scared to use something like this because I used to use like the small pencils. For example, the MAC pencil is super tiny, but this one actually I feel like it gets my brows done a lot faster anyways. So I've already done my favorite brow off camera so that we have something to compare them to. So this is the brow that I like, and this is the brow that I don't like. So I'm going to show you how I do the brow that I don't like. I don't know what I decided that today, but that is what we're doing. So I always like to start with the spoolie end and just kind of push my brows in the direction that they would naturally fall in, so then when we actually fill them in, they're gonna look the same from when we started to when we finish. Next is I'll actually start not right at the front of the brow, but a little bit further back, and start just by overlining. Not overlining like you would with like a lip liner, but like doing the top line of my brow, and I'll just follow kind of where the hairs naturally already are. And I have a little sparse area towards my arch, my non-existent arch, and so I'll just kind of fill in a little bit higher in that area to make it look like I have an arched brow, which I actually don't, but sometimes it looks like I do, which is cool. So I feel like you can already kind of tell like where it starts to get really patchy in my brow, so that's where I do bring it up a little bit more. And now I just do the underline, so I just kind of will like spoolie my hairs a little bit more upwards instead of sidewards, so that I can like clearly see where I want to put the pencil, and then I'll just follow the natural line all the way until the end of the top line and then fill in between the lines. So now that you've filled everything in that section, I'll kind of just spoolie through it because there's always a part that I miss anyways. So this just kind of blends everything out, smooths it all together, and yeah, just spoolie it on out, girl. Now we get to the front of my brow, which is not the same as the front of my other brow, unfortunately. So for whatever reason, the hairs on this eyebrow at the front tend to naturally grow upwards, but on this side they tend to grow to the side, which is super annoying. So I just kind of try to fake it the best that I can by just kind of, I'll underline right on the bottom here, and then I'll flick the brow pencil up to kind of pretend that the hairs go up, even though they actually don't. And then I'll just spoolie upwards to the front so it's not super harsh. So as you can see, my brows literally never will ever look exactly the same, but I can do my best. And I really don't like to carve them out or anything like that. I used to, and I did that for a long time, but I find it's not the vibe I'm going for anymore. I'm definitely looking for a more natural kind of brow look. So at this point, all that's left to do is eyebrow gel. As of lately, I have been using the Essence Make Me Brow, and I actually use mine in the shade Blondy Brows. This is, I feel like a lot of people would say, a shade too light for me, but I like to kind of add highlights to my brows, if that makes sense, so they have a little bit more definition, and maybe that makes it look a little bit more natural. I don't really know, but it's actually a really good brow gel. It definitely keeps them in place, and I actually like to just push them straight on up to get that bushy brow look. That is literally it. That's all I do for my eyebrows. Super easy, super fast. I actually timed myself doing this once and it took me like 2 minutes, which was super impressive in my opinion. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my face so you can see what these brows look like in action. There you have it, guys. That is my eyebrow routine, and this is what they look like on my face with makeup, even though you definitely saw that already in the intro. But, you know, sometimes they look good, sometimes they look okay. They never are even, so there's that. But if you guys were ever curious how I do them, and I haven't showed you in the past, which I probably have not, because that's just the kind of person I am. So now you know, and I will update you guys in another year. And if you guys like this video, if you like these eyebrow transformations, then you can give this video a big old thumbs up. It means the world to me, and it actually does help out my channel, surprisingly. And if you have any video requests, if you want to say hello, I love to chat with you guys, please leave that down below in the comments section, and I will see you in my next video, which I post on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So see you in the next one. Bye.